Hey, everybody, your designers are here. And we are reintroducing a couple of episodes that we recorded way back when we started, because we thought there's so many new subscribers and listeners that we want to catch all you up. Plus, Yvonne just had a new grandbaby and there's some vacations on the horizon. So we thought we'd just sit back and enjoy a few of the recordings that we've already created for you and for the people who are new to decorating tips and tricks. You may not have heard any of these. So today we're going to dive into how to make you happier in your home. Now, everybody wants to be happier anywhere they are, but it's really important to be super happy in your own home. And we've got some great tips and advice on how you can do that. So listen in.
Hey everyone, your designers are here.
I'm Anita at Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home.
We have tips and tricks and decorating advice for you today, so let's get started.
This is episode 109, Things That Will Make You Happier in Your Home.
We're going to tell you, we are podcasting later in the day than we normally do.
We have a little secret. Yes, we've run into a little trouble.
And what day is it, girls? It's Friday.
Say that again.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday after
Friday
5 o'clock.
night. It's Friday.
And it's even after 5 o'clock in California.
Yeah, it's 8:27 right here.
So, girls.
Well, you know it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Cheers. Raise a glass with
Cheers.
us. We've had a long week because our clink, clink, clink. Yeah.
Yeah,
How did you guys do that? Are you that close?
I have a water glass and a wine goblet.
Oh, I was going to say, Yvonne's double fisting. My goodness. But we are our wonderful host of our podcast, where we usually have everything all running super smoothly. Ran into a little technical troubles, not us, but them. So we are doing this. We're kind of off-roading, and it took us a few hours, but we needed to be here with you. And so we also added a little wine to it. So
yeah, we had a little wine party while we were figuring out all the technical things.
So
between hitting my head against the wall, yes. Perhaps.
We told her, go get wine instead of hitting your head against the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
So today, Anita's going to tell you what we're talking about, and we're going to dive in, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, well, it's things to make you happier in your home. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. And so, Yvonne, I mean, why don't you start us off? What do you do?
We all agree wine makes us happier in our home.
All of a sudden, everything looks better.
Yeah, it does. But here's what I think personal photos make me happy in my home. And it's funny because if you go to my blog, you won't see any personal photos. And that's just because my family would like to be a little more private. So I expose so much of myself and my home that, it's like, oh, Mom, you have to show our pictures all the time. So, but up in our bedroom and in my office, I have a lot of pictures of my family, and they make me happy to be around.
Oh,
and a gorgeous family it is. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I actually did put a post. I did 10 things or things to do now for the upcoming Christmas holiday season. And I did share some outtakes of our Christmas cards last year. So,
outtakes.
But now we're a baby. We're up a baby, so
you got those beautiful grandbabies.
Yeah, you need more frames.
Yeah,
hey, you know what I think about as far as being happy in your home, and this is sort of an intangible, but just a little attitude shift. Instead of looking at what you don't like, have a look around and think of what you do like. Wake up in the morning, go down, you have your coffee or your tea or whatever you like to have in the morning, and just look at the way the sun comes in through the windows and appreciate that for a minute. And, the special things that you've collected, or your hardwood floor, or, the way you have an arch going from one room to the next. Appreciate the little things in your house that maybe you overlook. A lot of times we're, as designers and creatives, we're looking how to change something or how to improve something. And that's just sort of in our DNA. But maybe just take a step back and appreciate the beauty that's there, because everybody has beauty in their house.
Are
you talking about kind of practicing gratitude, really?
Yes, I guess I am.
Decorative
I didn't really
gratitude.
think about it in those terms.
I like that.
Gratitude. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, mine's such a much more practical suggestion that I wanted to throw out.
I'm usually the practical one, so go ahead.
Okay, well, so it's, you know how you have those little things here and there in your house that are kind of bugging you, but you just ignore them because you don't want to, you don't have someone set up to come fix them. You don't want to pay the money for them to come, but then you're ready to sell your house. And guess what? You have to go ahead and do those things anyway.
Yeah.
And then I can't tell you how many people I've talked to that go ahead, they do those things when they're selling their house and they say to me, I wish I had done this 5 years ago. I love my house now and I actually would like to stay now. So my suggestion is if you have something that's kind of wonky in your house, maybe your key isn't working right or, a door's not closing. Maybe there's a little damage to your floor somewhere. Just go ahead and get it fixed now. You're going to have to do it when you sell your house. Why not do it now? And you can enjoy the repair now while you're in your house. So that's
Anita,
my suggestion.
I say that all the time. That is such a good suggestion because why will you fix it for somebody else? Enjoy it.
Yes.
And you're going to have to do it at some point. Do it now.
Right.
You can enjoy it. And the thing is, these little things, you think, oh, it's not a big deal. But what happens is it's really driving you nuts inside, but you just don't, you're not aware of it.
It's so true. And I have something with my door. And it's just not closing. The little screw came out or something. And really all it takes is to like, go get the screwdriver and go do it. But you're either coming in or you're coming out and you're rushing someplace else. So I actually said to Peter the other day, let's just make our own little personal punch list and go through all these things.
There you go.
These little things. Or I have a couple of nicks in my hardwood floor, even without shoes, people somehow, I don't know, they drop things or whatever.
Drop something.
And you can get those little pens, that have the stain on them. Or you could just get a little can of stain and go around. And how long could that possibly take me? 10 minutes? But it's just the point of like, okay,
it'll make you
it's
feel
just
better.
going to be the day that you're just going to do it.
Yeah, because we had a thing where our doors weren't lining up and the strike plate wasn't quite right. So you had to push the door in and pull it up to turn the key.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We had that in our last house. It was like,
I'm
going to three hands to do it.
Okay. I'm going to slither in here. I'm going to riff off of what you're saying as far as touching up the floors. Touch up your paint. Paint
good idea.
Corners can get dinked, marks can get on the wall. Either use one of those like eraser sponges they have out now, or just repaint them. And you can use my paint saint, which we talk about all the time. And I keep my wall color in those. And just when I see something, I just go open it up, touch it. It has the paint color in it, touch it up, and I'm good to go. And fresh paint always looks wonderful.
No, it's so true.
Great
idea.
That is
like, you could just
and you'll be so much happier.
Yeah.
I hate scuffs. I can't stand looking at scuffs on my walls.
Yes. No, and the paint saint does make that easy to fix. Let me just get a little zen again. I just want to finish up on what I was saying because
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I forgot about it. I wanted to add this in. But it was something that Yvonne had said in one of our previous podcasts about just taking a little time for yourself. And I have to say, only just this morning did I take her advice. My daughter, and so I'm saying to everybody who's listening, that's a way to make yourself happier in your home too. Sit in that special chair. Even like Yvonne said, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes, whether it's just a peaceful time or you go through some photos that you've taken on your phone or you take out that magazine or that design book that you've been wanting to look through, you don't have to have an hour. So this morning, my one daughter got up super early because she had to do a little extra homework. And so I heard her alarm go off and I said, I'm going to get up too. And I was kind of fussing around in her room, walking through, and she has a balcony. We never go out there. We were so excited to have this balcony, and the sun was barely coming up. I made my cup of tea, and it was only 10 minutes. But I thought of course, Yvonne, and I thought of you too, Anita. But I thought, what great advice!
We come in a trio.
Thought of, but we were not invited.
I sat there and I thought of what's coming down the pike for the day, and I'm going to get to talk to you guys later, and things I had to do, and we have these crazy flock of parrots that live around here, and they fly over. Yeah, they're green. It's the craziest thing. And there's some urban legend that long time ago a pet store burned down, and somehow 2 parrots escaped, and now there are hundreds and hundreds of them. But who knows if that's true? But I was sitting there drinking my tea, enjoying this spot in my house that I never utilize. And based on my friend's advice, and the parrots flew overhead, and it was just delightful.
That's like me sitting on my back porch in the morning on my swing.
That's exactly what on your swing, and that's exactly what I was thinking of. And so I underline your advice to everyone, and I think that is a way to feel happier in your own home.
Just taking a little bit of time. I had mentioned this before. When I get a really pretty card from somebody, I sometimes put it in a frame. No, not just like I have a card that's a detail of a Degas, and I love Degas paintings. My daughter was a ballerina.
Does she have the cards that we sent in a frame? I think I've sent a card.
Yes, you have. And then I just find a nice frame, and I just have the picture. But they are so pretty, and you can tuck them all over the place. And we were just talking off mic, and Kelly and I and Anita was listening in, that I was talking in another podcast episode about getting the cutest card, and it says "You're the bee's knees," and it's done in black and white and gold. And Kelly found it.
Oh yeah, and I just bought it, and it was. I was like, "Ooh, it's $6," but I was like, "I'm getting it. It's so frameable."
It just was so cute. Yeah, it becomes a cute little. It becomes cute. Like a cute little. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you put it by your husband's bed nightstand. And
I love everything bees because of our app for.
I know.
Bee Home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, what about collecting the things that you love? I mean, I love dishes. I mean, a crazy amount, not a normal amount. I mean, I know it's a little insane, but I love dishes so much, so I collect them. So I try to have dishes in every room of the house. And I know it's a little weird, but sometimes I even have them in the bathroom.
Okay, that's what I was just going to ask you, because I was thinking, gosh, this one wall in our master bath, like I could put a little collection of plates. And then I thought, is that really just too weird?
Well, no,
you don't put them in the bathroom, but you can have plates in the bathroom.
But if you take them out, just clean them down with some bleach and you're all good to go.
Yeah. No, but I just the idea of like a vehicle for food on the wall.
No.
I'm not sure.
No, I would definitely do that.
Do you think it just becomes decor once it's on the wall?
Well, I think most of my dishes are decor. I mean, I use them for decor all over the place. I have them on shelves. I have them stacked up in cabinets.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. I mean, on the wall. I mean, you're just, and most of them I don't even use. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but even I put them in the bathroom. But, like I said, but these are not plates I'm going to use. But if I did, again, a nice dip in some bleach and I'm all good to go.
Yeah. I'm not so worried about that. I was just thinking, do you crossing that sort of line?
No, you're not crossing the line. I don't think so. I mean, I just think of plates on a wall as decor.
Yeah.
It's right. Exactly. It's just kind of giving you this beautiful, I mean, there's so many, for example, hand painted plates.
That's right. I give you permission to do that, Kelly.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, we do too.
Sometimes you just need permission.
I'm going to get my little things, the little sticky things on the back. This is a really practical one. How about flipping your mattress?
Oh.
Does anyone even think about doing that?
Well, I think I did it in 1987 or something.
I don't know how that's going to make me be happier. Mine actually is a Tempur-Pedic, and you don't flip those.
You don't need to.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Okay.
But that makes you happy. If that makes you happy, if that floats your boat, go right ahead.
Well, it's sort of like, if you didn't have a Tempur-Pedic, it's sort of like, oh, well, that's the clean, unused side. So it might be fresh and not, maybe not as dented, but, and squished in. So it might be like, if you're not getting a good night's sleep, I mean, you can't be happy any place if you don't get a good night's sleep, right?
That's true.
Let's just keep that train of thought. And I have down on my little list, beautiful linen bed sheets.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I'm going to absolutely agree with you on that one.
I'm telling you, if you get linen bed sheets, you will never go back.
You're a
the
recent
thing
convert too.
I mean, the thing is, why not treat yourself? So, I mean, I'm going to add on to what you're saying and say, have some beautiful, really quality linen sheets on your bed, not for guests, for you.
Yes.
Have some beautiful towels in your bathroom. And here's another thing. Put a robe like you would find in a very high-end 5-star hotel in your bathroom that's monogrammed.
What a treat.
And then you're going to feel so special every morning when you get up and put that on.
Oh, I like that. That's
but if you have to do only one of those, do the bed sheets because they are that fabulous. I'm trying to convert everybody. Just give them a try. You'll never go back.
Oh, I love the linen. I mean, it's cool and crisp, and there's so many different types. There's the antique, the new, the rough, the fine.
And they can be rumpled, and they even look better rumpled.
Oh,
so that's great.
I'm all for that.
They feel so magnificent to sleep under. Very different.
I love them. They're nice and cool for the South. They're really good.
Yeah, but I think in the wintertime, they're warm. You know, I think they're just a natural fiber. So they absorb perspiration and all of that very readily.
Well, and yes, I mean, I certainly would use a natural fiber on those sheets and nothing synthetic. I mean, that's kind of the bottom line. If you don't want to go linen, that's fine, but at least use the cotton. I mean, take care of yourself.
Don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend? Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor. And I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. You know, we're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Mm-hmm. We have such a good episode on sheets, don't we?
We do.
I remember talking all about Pima cotton and all that. So maybe we
you covered it all.
Yeah, maybe we can link back to that. And so if anybody really wanted to get the scoop on thread count and all that, they could listen to that. Hey, let me just jump back to something that Yvonne said way in the beginning about having some personal photos or items around your home of your family and whatnot, we have another terrific sponsor of decorating tips and tricks, and it's Canvas People. And they have been a sponsor of ours for months and months and months. You know, I mean, we've only been around, 5 months, and they've been with us since almost the beginning. It's canvaspeople.com, and it's a very easy to use photo to canvas service that takes your favorite photos and memories and turns them into special artwork. They're all made in the U.S., and Canvas People has a wonderful gift. It's a gift. It's not even an offer or promotion to decorating.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So you're going to get one free 11 by 14 canvas. That's big. And all you need to do is pay the shipping. So you'll put in the code, which is decorating. So you go to canvaspeople.com. You pick out what you want and you put in the promotion code decorating, and it'll come up big zeros, and then you just put in your zip code, and then they'll figure out what the shipping is. And what a wonderful holiday gift for someone or for yourself to have in your own home.
That is right. Oh,
it's an amazing gift.
Yes.
And we know several of our listeners have taken advantage of it and actually sent us emails thanking us because they love it so much. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, or gosh, even if you have, maybe it'll work again. Just give it a whirl. Who knows?
It's really, and they're so reasonable. They're so reasonable anyway.
Yeah.
For the quality
wonderful
that you're getting. So it's really worth giving it a second look if you've done it already.
Okay, I have one. You got one.
Go ahead. We all
have
jumping
one.
in. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, how about growing something from seed? Because I don't care if you're in preschool or if you're in assisted living. The fact that something you put in the dirt comes out as a little seedling and turns into a flower or an herb or a plant, it's still an absolute miracle. And if you put a little something like that on your windowsill, I just think that perks up your kitchen or your bedroom or wherever you do it, or just makes you smile.
Yep.
And it's so
Give me
much
an
fun
herb and
so
I'm a happy
easy.
girl. That's right. Yeah, or flowers or something else. How about, when my closet is disorganized, my home isn't happy. And I love an organized closet. Now, I share a big closet with my husband. I mean, I know your closet's my dream, Anita. I mean, it's big and it has like a dressing room area in it. But mine is long, but it's very big. And my husband's not like really that neat when he puts his clothes away. It drives me insane. So when my closet is nice and neat, I think my home is neat.
Yeah, no, it's
I think
true.
that's
on a small
And I
scale.
like all my-
it's like, oh, perfect.
I like all my hangers to go a certain way, and I'm color coded.
Oh, yeah.
And I like
yes.
all the fuzzy hangers. Yeah.
No, I've done the same thing. Everything is organized by color. And I remember one time when my daughter was in junior high, I went in her closet and I thought, man, she's so organized. How did she get so organized? Everything's organized and color coded. And then I looked around and realized every single thing in her closet was pink.
Oh, that's so
because you wouldn't let her have pink walls. All her clothes were pink.
There you go.
I know
That's
she had all the
right.
pink
You
clothes,
remember
but I
that.
want to add on to what you're saying because Yvonne, I think you're really onto something. That clutter and mess
so
anywhere
bad.
makes you so unhappy. So not just in your closet, but in, where you're filing your paperwork, or in your bathroom, in your kitchen. Just keep it clean. It's going to make you so much happier having that mess all straightened up.
Clutter
No, it's so
zaps your
true.
joy and your energy.
Absolutely.
It really does.
And if you do like tiny tweaks in your daily habits to rid yourself of the clutter, either purge it or organize it, it will have a huge impact on your happiness and how you feel in your home. Okay, here's one
Absolutely.
that's probably doesn't affect most people, but there might be a few people that it does. And so I just want to mention it. I have a lovely client who's going through a not very lovely divorce right now.
Aww.
And we were hanging up a gallery wall of photos, and several of the photos included guess who. And she felt like she should put them on the wall for the kids, but it caused her pain every time she walked by. And so we talked a lot about it, and she decided, maybe someday they'll come back. But right now, the kids see their dad in other ways. They don't need to see them on the wall where she has to walk by them every day. So if you have something in your house, whether it's, a photo of someone who brings back bad memories or something that, you just doesn't resonate with you well and doesn't sit with you well, get rid of it.
Yes.
Exactly. And there's might be just a few people that have something like that. I mean, most of us would probably not want to surround ourselves with things, but you might feel out of guilt for your children or
like a husband. Piano that you feel guilty about getting rid of. Anita.
If someone was not particularly nice to
that
you
was me.
and you're about to live in the house, just put it someplace else. Or if it's important to that person, let them take it to their office.
I bought some artwork one time, and there was something that was just I thought it was cute when I bought it, but later on, I felt like it was taunting me and staring at me, and the eyes were following me around the house, and it just began to creep me out. So I got rid of that thing.
Anita, that thing would have gone out my door in an instant.
I was like, is it following me around the room? It's like, this is creepy. Anyway, so I got rid of that.
That's a little too creepy for me.
I know. So just, don't feel like, I spent money on this, I have to keep it in the house. If it's something that's really kind of bringing you down, just throw that puppy to the curb. Kick it to the curb.
Yeah. And if you're not ready to get rid of it or for whatever reason, turn it around, put it in the garage, put it someplace else. You don't need to be seeing that. And
some of this stuff needs to go all the way off the property. I'm telling you that thing, no.
Well, yes.
Putting it in the back of the garage was not going to be good enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bride of Chucky painting
I would know it was still there.
It's really creepy.
I have another one. I love when my house smells good. And I mean, you girls know this. I have a really good sense of smell and, like seasonal candles but my favorite, and I've said this on several different podcast episodes, I love diffusers.
Oh, yes. I finally got one.
Because you did?
I finally got one and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the candle burning and burning the house down and all that stuff.
That's right.
I mean, it's just so much safer.
But
it's
go ahead.
Yeah, they're natural. They're natural. So it's not going to make you sick smelling it over time. I think they're just so wonderful to use those natural essential oils.
And when my house smells beautiful, it makes me very happy.
Yes, me too. Me too.
And I think I gravitate towards certain aromas because they're connected with memories.
Oh, well,
I so much love
the scent of smell. The sense of smell, it evokes the most memories, the most powerful.
Absolutely.
I know, but that pumpkin pie smell, the cinnamon and all those spices. That just makes my heart go pitter patter. I just love that smell.
Well, you know what I started doing is since my quest to have a sanctuary bedroom, which I think I'm finally there. Now that we've rid ourselves of the television and my draperies are up and all of that.
Excuse me, did you say you did already rid yourself of the television?
Yeah, didn't I tell you that? I think
No, where did you move it? I didn't hear about this.
We went to the large iPad. I thought I told you that.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, you did. You did. I'm sorry.
It is fantastic. And honestly, I mean, really, I don't really make it through all the show, any like a whole show anyway. So like, who really cares?
You're
are you the one falling asleep at your house?
I kind of fall asleep. I kind of do. I'm ready. Like I could fall right to sleep, but it's like a nice to sort of watch something a little transition. But here's what I've been doing now that my own sanctuary is sort of set up. I think I maybe said this about my porch where I tried to leave matches outside, but they got kind of soggy.
That's right.
I have a pretty, it's, kind of like a part of a hostess gift or something. I think my mother-in-law gave me a very sturdy matchbook and it's sort of plastic with a pretty little top. And I tucked it in behind my little vignette in my bedroom. So when I go up in the evening, and sometimes I don't remember every time, but since they're right there, I light this beautiful candle and I still do love candlelight. I do have a diffuser and I do use that as well, but I really do love the idea of the candle and the light and the scent and everything. And if I'm going to take a shower or something, or I'm just going to get ready for bed, even if it's for 10 minutes, I put it on and the smell is just so lovely and it just puts me in a different mood. Sort of chill,
That sounds wonderful.
I so agree with that. And here's something else. I would count that in the category of little luxuries.
Yes.
Think of things like pretty soaps. I love the smell of linden flowers. So I have some beautiful French linden flower soap that, oh my gosh, I just love it. And I like to bathe with that. And I also like Philosophy. It's called Fresh Cream, and Amazing Grace. So I use those to take showers with, or I have the cream, and it just makes me feel happy when I'm in the bathroom doing, putting on my lotions and all the things like that. Also, like a little bowl of chocolates out that you don't eat the whole bowl. You just take like a nice piece every once in a while. Those little luxuries are so much fun to live with.
BritBox just keeps getting better. The new Archie is amazing. And it's not the comics. It's about Cary Grant. Archie is the brand new limited series starring Jason Isaacs as Archie Leach, the man who became Cary Grant. From the award-winning screenwriter of Philomena, Archie tells Grant's born in Britain, made in Hollywood story, the dramatic grit to glamour transformation that led him to become one of the most famous people in the world. You are going to absolutely love the acting, but also the styling, the outfits, the scenery. It's the first time his story has been told in collaboration with his daughter Jennifer Grant and ex-wife Diane Cannon. The performances from Jason Isaacs and the rest of the cast are amazing, and it's only available on BritBox. So sign up for BritBox today to stream Archie and other fan favorites from any device. And we have a special limited time offer for our U.S. and Canadian listeners. Get 50% off. Yes, that's 50% off your first month when you sign up for a monthly plan. But only if you go to BritBox.com and use our promotion code DTT at checkout. You're going to love Archie. So head over right now and get 50% off your first month of BritBox. Use the promotion code DTT at BritBox.com. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months.
Oh, I'm so with you there. I mean, really, it's your house. Mm-hmm. And so why not add some little touches like you would want or expect in a very high-end hotel? Why not have some little chocolates on your,
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. That's the tip of the day. Why, we love to go to a luxury hotel. I really feel like I punted it to you, but that's okay.
I was headed there anyway.
Come on, Yvonne, that's shameless.
Really. No, I was going there. Anita just said it before I did.
But I'm all about the, I love the silver tray in the morning, and I have the teacup with my green tea in it. I pick the prettiest teacup and a silver spoon. Yeah. And that's kind of my morning ritual. So I think,
but I mean, think about that
for yours. Don't save this best stuff for the guests. Who cares? Have it for yourself.
Think about that in every room of your
turn
house.
Down service, I think, in my bedroom. My sanctuary needs turn down service.
I don't think Bobby would turn my bed down and put chocolates on my pillow, but I could ask.
I bet he would.
I don't know. I think you could work out a deal.
I'm going to totally slip by that one. I have to tell you this cute thing. I was saying, well, because he loves to golf and he golfs on a certain day of the week, takes the afternoon off, but now his golf season is now done. And I said, oh, Bobby, you could be around when we tape an episode. And he says, I just think it's much better to be a little mysterious. All of a sudden.
Well, our listener, Patricia, does not agree. And her last comment on my blog was once again, but she said, still
is it
chanting,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Well,
So I don't know.
Got to get that man a microphone.
That cloak of mystery is going to be whisked away if Patricia has anything to say about it. Okay.
I would have to give him a good talking to before and say,
what?
Watch.
No, we don't. We want him unedited.
We want him raw.
Bobby raw.
Unfiltered. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What is it? Like Bobby Unplugged or whatever.
Yeah, Bobby Unplugged. That's right. Well, I'm going to have to tell him to listen to this episode. But those really special things, do them all over, like a little vase of flowers or, I love herbs. So it's a little, bunch of herbs somewhere or, some nice hand soap or nice hand cream by, like in your powder room. Think of doing those really nice things that sort of elevate the way you live in your home and make you happier.
Exactly. You don't have to save it for, a week.
We don't have to live mundane, everybody.
No.
And you don't have to just save it for your guest. Why not give yourself these treats? I mean, do it for your guests when they come, but also do it for yourself. Why not?
Yeah. What about using real napkins at dinner? Now, the only thing that I've actually found some that when I put them in the washer and the dryer, they don't get too bad. I just don't like to iron them. That's the only thing. So, but I don't use them every day, but I do prefer to use
but here's the thing. You can
napkin.
You can use the cloth one in your lap and then maybe a paper one that you actually wipe the lipstick off with.
Well, I never thought of that. That's a really good idea.
Wow. Double down.
Wow, Anita.
It's almost cross-holidation, but not.
Oh, no. I think it's just reinforcements. I think it's fine.
Reinforcement. There you go.
Now, how about this one? Here's a good one. And this visually, decor-wise, but also to enrich yourself and your life. How about build a library? Like a really, a beautiful library, but also a library of books. Even there's so many books. As an English major, I love to read. I don't take the time to read like I used to. How about just, setting aside a shelf and getting some really pretty books? There's so many publishing houses now that have reprinted
My Soulful Home, A Year in Flowers.
Well,
and French accents.
And French accents, of course.
Can I give you a little tip about that?
Yeah.
I have so many decorating books. I mean, I just have quite a nice library.
Right.
But here's what I do. I go to Amazon and I get used ones.
That's a great tip.
They're like less than $5, a lot of them.
Wow.
And really, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, I've never had a book that I think, I don't even want to touch this. But that affords, then I can afford to buy, because a lot of them are less than a magazine. And I can, and I can afford to buy, I have so many of them, but I can afford to buy several a couple times a month,
Well, and we have so many friends that are bloggers that have books. I mean, I want every stinking one of them.
I actually do that. I have every single
there's so many
book of every blogger
I know, and they're fabulous books. So I want a copy of all my friends' books. And so I know I also have that big stack. And I love, that's a kind of a treat of mine, is to sit down in the evening and leaf through those gorgeous decorating books.
Well, here's another little
that too. But I was actually, and I think the decorating books are a great idea, or garden books, or design books. But I was thinking even like the classics, maybe some of the classics that have slipped through and you haven't read, and you think, gee whiz, or I haven't read Wuthering Heights since I was in 11th grade. Maybe I want to revisit that. There are so many publishing houses that are issuing those books in beautiful spines.
I know. But I read on I have a very, one of those big iPhone 8 Pluses or whatever they are. And I actually read on there. But yeah, I think having a library is such a good idea. And here's the other thing. If you have magazines, there are such beautiful magazine holders. I have mine not just
Definitely
laying around. I have them stacked I keep Christmas ones because it's just so much fun to go through them. Yeah. And I keep different magazine holders that have my magazines in them. So they're not just scattered all over the place.
So you mean those sort of tall ones are almost like file folders, but they're
yes,
wide? And
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, great idea.
And I have some beautiful ones that go with my decor.
I mean, if you're not reading a book, I love looking at those magazines, and I save them and look at them later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, those Victoria magazines from years ago, my mom had all of those. And, they were just too pretty to throw out.
A lot of magazines are just too pretty to throw out. You're right about that.
Okay. And I'm going to now, again, repeat myself. So, forgive me. But a way to be happier in your house is to have better lighting. So get those pink light bulbs.
Oh, yes,
there aren't many left, but go for it.
Yes.
Get them now, honey.
Yes.
I actually put them in a couple of my lamps, and they're gorgeous. They're soft. It makes such a difference. It's so soft.
And you look so gorgeous. I mean, all of you, everyone listening looks gorgeous all the time, but you could even turn it up a notch with the pink light bulbs.
I'm all for turning it up a notch.
Yes, exactly. Turn the lights down a notch while turning it up a notch. That's kind of where I'm at in my life. On that note, I think we're going to say goodbye for today. It's getting super late in Lancaster, PA, because it's even late here in LA. So thank you so much for being with us today. We want to remind you that we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful and happy home. Until next time. Thanks so much for listening to Decorating Tips and Tricks. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, then subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. We're coming at you 3 times a week, and so we want you to keep up. So head over to any of your podcast listeners or iTunes and just sign up to get notified when we have a new episode. And also, don't miss out on the sales at bespokedecor.store. Head over there, bespokedecor.store, and sign up for our insider email list. And that way you won't miss a thing that's going on there either. And Anita and I are taking Bespoke Decor on the road. We will be heading to Round Top, Texas, to the famous Round Top Antique Show. We'll specifically be at the Blue Hills area. I understand that Round Top is humongous and is going to completely wow me. I've never been before. So if you've never been, maybe this will be your year as well. And if you have been and you're familiar with Blue Hills, then for sure, come and see us there. Let us know if you're coming, and we'll give you all the details that you need to know to pinpoint us in the sea of antiques and fabulous things. So we'll be there at the end of September through the entire show. We're going to have special events at our booth. There'll be stuff to buy, us to chat with, and cold drinks to be had, because I understand it gets pretty steamy there in Round Top. And if I have anything to do with it, there'll be some wine, ladies. So definitely head over and visit us in person in Round Top, Texas, coming up the end of September 2018.